What's up, everyone? It's Dr. Miami. Today we're talking about something huge. Literally, the Brazilian butt lift. But before we get into the OR, let's talk about where it all started. Brazil. Think about Brazil. Carnival. Beautiful beaches. Even more beautiful people. Looking good isn't a hobby, it's a way of life. The country is famous for its fitness culture. This obsession with the perfect physique makes Brazil one of the top places in the world for plastic surgery. It's a place where enhancing your natural beauty is not just accepted, it's celebrated. They are true artists. They understand the nuances of the human body. Brazil didn't just give us the name, it gave us the dream of a perfect silhouette. So what exactly is a Brazilian butt lift? A lot of people get this wrong. They think we're putting implants in the butt. Nope. That's a different procedure entirely. The BBL is all about using your own body to create the shape you want. First, we slim down one area, and then we enhance another. Think of it as recycling. We're taking something you don't want and moving it to a place where you really want it. This is what makes the BBL so popular. The name itself is pretty catchy, Brazilian butt lift. The name became famous thanks to Dr. Ivo Pitangui. He popularized fat transfer to the buttocks. When American and European surgeons saw those results, the name stuck. Social media and celebrity culture made it global. Patients come to me saying they want to fill out their jeans better. They want to feel more confident in a bikini. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty. It's a delicate process that requires precision and an artistic eye. Think of me as a sculptor, and your body is my marble. The procedure is done under general anesthesia, so you'll be completely asleep and comfortable. The first step is liposuction. I use a thin tube called a cannula to suction unwanted fat from places like your stomach, love handles, and thighs. Once we have the fat, we can't just inject it right back in, it needs to be purified. We put the fat into a special centrifuge that separates pure fat cells from oil and fluid. Close-up of purified fat, the liquid gold. Now for the main event, the injection. I place the fat in multiple layers and at different depths, hundreds of tiny injections to create a smooth, natural shape. We often focus on the upper part of the buttocks to lift and add volume where needed. After surgery, recovery begins. For the first few weeks, you absolutely cannot sit or lie directly on your butt. Use a special BBL pillow to sit without pressure. The transferred fat cells need time to establish a new blood supply and survive in their new home. On average, we expect about 60 to 80% of the fat to stick around permanently. The healthier the fat, the better and longer lasting your results will be. Following these post-op instructions is key to getting the amazing results you paid for. The BBL didn't stay in Brazil for long. Like a hit song, it went viral. The trend exploded across the world, especially in the United States. In 2020 alone, there were over 21,000 BBL procedures performed in the US, and that's just the official number. The real number is likely much higher. Women from Miami to Dubai to Seoul are flying to surgeons to get this procedure done. Cities like Miami, Los Angeles, and Atlanta have become BBL hotspots. For a long time, the ideal was very thin, but now curves are in, a shift that the BBL fits perfectly into. Surgeons have become social media celebrities. Before and after galleries are powerful marketing tools that fuel demand. People openly share recovery journeys and the BBL hashtag trends worldwide. When a BBL goes right, it can be life-changing. I had a patient, let's call her Maria, who was a mother of 2. After her pregnancy, she felt like she had lost her shape. She had a flat butt and stubborn fat around her waist no matter how much she dieted and exercised. After her BBL, her confidence soared. She felt like herself again, but better. But not every story has a happy ending. The BBL is complex, and things can go wrong, especially at cheap clinics. One patient, Sarah, went to a cheap clinic she found online. The surgeon was not properly trained. He injected the fat unevenly, leaving her with lumpy, asymmetrical results and painful nodules under the skin. She was devastated and embarrassed. It took multiple revision surgeries to correct the damage. Her story is a cautionary tale. Not all transferred fat will survive. On average, 60 to 80% remains. Results vary by patient. If you're naturally thin and have little fat to harvest, your result might be subtle. Realistic expectations are crucial. Informed consent and honest counseling make all the difference. Now we need to have a serious talk. The BBL has a dark side. The biggest risk is something called a fat embolism. This happens when fat is accidentally injected into a large blood vessel. That fat can travel to the lungs or heart, blocking blood flow, and that can be fatal. The risk of death is much higher when people go to underground or illegal clinics. They operate out of hotel rooms, basements, and cheap storefronts. They offer bargain prices and prey on people's desperation. They may use industrial-grade silicone, cement, or tire sealant instead of fat, with catastrophic results. Severe infections, disfigurement, chronic pain. Many have died on the operating table or from later complications. So why do people take such a huge risk? Often desperation and cost. A proper BBL with a board-certified surgeon can cost thousands. Cheap offers are tempting but dangerous. The medical community has developed safer techniques. For example, injecting above the gluteal muscle to reduce risk. And we train surgeons worldwide. Do your homework. Check board certification, reviews, and ask to see clear before and after galleries. So we've covered it all. The glamour, the science, and the danger. The BBL is more than just a surgery. It's a cultural phenomenon that has reshaped beauty standards. For many, the BBL unlocks confidence and alignment with their inner self. However, it's a major surgery with real risks. The decision is deeply personal and requires careful research. Understand the procedure. Find a highly qualified, board-certified plastic surgeon and listen to their advice. Read reviews, ask questions, and have realistic expectations. The perfect body is a myth, but feeling perfect in your own body is a goal worth pursuing, safely and smartly. Thanks for tuning in. Stay beautiful and stay safe. For more information, visit the American Society of Plastic Surgeons and talk to a board-certified specialist.